Larry, this fire has had major impacts on this city, this community, and likely will continue to. Now, evacuation orders and shelter-in-place orders have been lifted just before 1 this afternoon. That's nearly 17 hours after this all started. Now, from here, you can see what is left, the damage that was done to this facility here. Now, of course, Taylor Farms is a major agriculture company who brings many of the salad kits that we see in our grocery stores. It's also a major employer. Right now, Salinas Fire tells us that 85 to 90% of the building is a total loss.
When we talk about food systems, and I'm delighted to join this session with such a distinguished group of panelists, is perhaps emblematic for much of what we often are currently exploring with that notion of not going back to where we were before. What does building forward better mean, and how do we understand where the levers are for positive change? Now, food systems obviously are a very complex web. You've just described a few of the participants, and from time to time, the United Nations also tries to bring the world together to reflect on the overall nature of our food system in terms of both that economy which produces that which keeps us alive, but also the implications of an agricultural economy that transcends very much the farming community. It really reaches into the well-being of citizens. It has to do with land use, it has to do with climate change and with poverty reduction. So I think the first thing is to embrace this notion that food systems is much more than just looking at the food that is put on the table of people. It is that full cycle from the inputs that we require for our agricultural sector to produce the food we need, with all the consequences that arise from land use, from the use of chemicals, but also the need to continuously increase and enhance the efficiency.
I want to start things off with something slightly different. So, over the weekend, there were 35 different chickens in Pitkin County that contracted the bird flu, the highly pathogenic avian influenza, which is commonly known as bird flu. It was detected in a poultry flock in Pitkin County, required the euthanization of 35 different chickens out there. How worried should we generally be?
The global shortage of fertilizer right now?
Sarah, great to be here. Thanks for having me. It is a huge problem. The globe is very tight fertilizer. It's a confluence of factors, unprecedented demand coupled with a huge fall off in supply availability, only just exacerbated by the war in Ukraine and what's going on with exports coming out of Russia and Ukraine. So we are
What are
really
you doing about it?